Hello, Satnam. Welcome to the stress set for adrenals and kidneys. This is a set that is going to support you to have the energy and stamina to handle all of the challenges of being human. When we have a strong and healthy adrenal system and our kidneys are functioning properly, we have this extra energy and extra capacity to withstand the challenges of our times, especially. As you probably know already, as modern people, we have this constant pressure of stress, a lot of it from our thinking, that generates this consistency of our sympathetic nervous system being activated, and therefore really fatiguing our system because of stress. And although we are built as human beings to handle stress effectively, our habits and ways of being and learned ways of organizing don't necessarily support us to allow the incredible intelligence of our body to function the way it was designed. So one of the big important aspects of being human is to attend to these systems in ways that are very purposeful. And this set is a really wonderful way to give you the extra energy and vitality that you need, especially when you're under a lot of stress and demands in your life. Kidneys are associated with water, and the adrenals and the kidneys are in the realm of the second and third chakra. They're influencing these spaces of water flow. And what I like about water is that it reminds us that water knows how to flow in the presence of whatever arises, so that we can, rather than fight it and fatigue ourselves in this really never-ending depleting force of action, we actually can learn to flow with it and be in relationship with it, so that we can actually move through our lives in better ways. When we keep our adrenals and our kidneys strong, we also support our heart health. So this is a wonderful set to do. We are going to do full time, and the first thing that I want to do is make sure that you're well hydrated, because this is of course taxing your water system. So if you haven't had any water yet, please go ahead and take a moment to drink a little bit of water and have water handy as you're moving through the set. We are going to be doing a full time, so it's 3 minutes for each of the exercises for a full, complete practice. And the last thing that I want to say is this Kriya is invited to have a full hour of relaxation after you do the Kriya. We are not going to do that. We are going to do a nice 8 minutes of relaxation at the end. I just want to give you a heads up that if you want to and you have the ability to give yourself an hour, please go ahead and do that. Just ignore when I say stop and bring you back, and you can just shut it off and give yourself a timer and give yourself that extra hour. And please make sure you drink lots of water and stay hydrated through the day. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started. Just want to invite you, as always, to turn inward as you shift from where you've been and allow yourself to be present with where you are here right now. In the first place, as always, just inviting you to be in your body. Feel the edges and the weightedness of the body landing here. Softening the belly. Tuning into yourself through your presence, through your awareness, through your attention. And rubbing palms as we bring ourselves into our heart space, connected with the essence of you. Taking a nice deep breath in through the nose, And exhaling. Bringing yourself more deeply within. Let's do that again. Inhale. And exhale. And let's tune in with our Adi Mantra to make this a sacred space for you. Inhale. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Inhale. And exhale as you rest hands back down in Gyan Mudra, resting in the presence of the experience and the sound current within. I'd like to start us off just with a little bit of a warm-up as we warm up the base of the spine, activating the energy of our body. Again, moving from your center, from your core, in relationship to your connection to the earth below you. Once again, as a reminder, there's a way in which Sufi grind can be done from the top of the body. And this is a very different movement. I'm not grounded, I'm not connected. I want to be really connected and really rooted into my body and feeling that connection as I allow the breath to be as it shows up for me right now. And let's take it the other direction and just notice how the body receives that experience. Eyes stay focused at the brow point, chin at a right angle to the body and neck lock, keeping the body and the spine lengthened and aligned. Shoulders relaxed. Present to the experience of that connection of the sit bones as they rotating in relationship to the earth below you. Beautiful. Inhale, center. Exhale, relax. And just rest and be present to that experience. Now let's come into all fours for tabletop for a little bit of flexibility of the spine. Hands under the shoulders, knees under the hips. We're going to begin cat and cow. So pressing down, navel rising, lengthening up through the top of the head on the cow. On the inhale, exhale as you reverse and continue. Really make sure that you're bringing the chin in as the head comes down. It's easy to want to hold back from really stretching and allowing that body to release the holding patterns of the neck and shoulders. And inhale, suspend, containing. Exhale, release, resting the forehead on the mat, and just finding your own way to relax and find stillness and simply witness that experience within you. with your next breath, slowly bringing hands to the knees as you press down to gently rise. We're going to do one more, working with the sciatic nerve. So these are just really nice warm-ups that you can do every day, because your body can always benefit from all that we're doing. Activating the energy, flexing the spine, and then working with the life nerve. If it works for you, extending forward, keeping that chin, middle and index, pressing the thumbs into the big nail of the big toe, if not anchoring wherever that is, that maximum stretch, keeping your hands locked there. We inhale as we open the heart, exhale as we extend forward. Again, remember, it's about extending rather than collapsing and coming into, you're really wanting to lead with the heart as opposed to the head. And you'll feel connected to the earth through the sit bones, the legs stretching through the heels. This is a very grounded movement. Doesn't matter how far you stretch. Remember, we're building prana and getting rid of tension through that flow of energy that we're activating. Move in your own rhythm. Just find that nice, fluid, effortless flow of movement. And inhale. Suspend. Press the thumbs into the nail of the big toe. Exhale, release. And just rest here for a moment as you allow the body to receive the experience. Okay, beautiful. We are ready and set to go. So one thing that would be helpful for me to mention is that we are going to move from one to the other. So this set is a set that's meant to be with very little breaks in between. So as always, because I don't know where you are, remember that the attitude of excellence is to bring your excellence to what you do. Allow yourself to find your grace of extending yourself without overdoing and underdoing, so that you find that place where you're stretching. And I like to always think of it as, I'm showing up and sometimes I might need a break, but come back. Just come back. Do the best you can. So we're going to be in easy pose for a while. Make sure that your chin is at a right angle to the body. We're going to come into what's called Lotus Mudra. So the base of our palms are together. We're touching the tips of the fingers of the thumbs and the pinky, and then we're stretching the fingers open like a flower. Your elbows are open, your shoulders are relaxed, and your chin is at a right angle. Your eyes are always going to be focused at the third eye. We're going to start, inhale as you stretch out, really reaching through the base of the palms, and exhale as you bring it into that Lotus Mudra. Close your eyes, focus inward, and begin. You really want to hit the base of the palms and touch those pinky and thumbs. And remember, at any point, if you feel it in your neck and shoulders, check your chin. You probably are lifting the chin up or dropping it down, which gets your head out of balance. Stay into the sit bones. Inhaling Sat, exhaling Nam. sure your hands, your palms are facing out. Your wrists are bent as you're extending on the inhale. You're doing beautiful. Final, less than 30 seconds. You've got this. Keep going. Now inhale out. Suspend, squeeze the root block, bring the lotus mudra into your heart. Stay there, energizing that space, feeling the energy moving up and collecting and gathering in your mudra. And exhale. As you take a moment, if there's any movement you need to make, go ahead and make it, and then come to stillness and just witness that experience within you. And we're going to come into our next movement. So what we're going to do is we're going to grab our pinkies. It doesn't matter which way you do it. So what you want to do is hook your pinkies together, and you're going to lift your thumbs up so your fingers are kind of in a fist with the thumbs up. You're going to bring that at the level of the heart with your chin at a right angle, sitting nice and tall. You're going to inhale, pull, and then bring it down to the diaphragm, so the base of the rib cage. Make sure that your spine is aligned, that your eyes are closed, focused inward at the brow point. We're going to begin breath of fire. Ladies, again, if you are in the first 3 days of your menses, make sure you do long, deep breathing instead. Here we go. Breath of fire. Now stay actively pulling. Shoulders stay down and relaxed. And we are, again, as always, breath of fire is equal parts inhale, exhale through the nose. Keep going. Make sure you're really moving from the navel rather than the top of your chest. Really bring that navel into action. Use that Satnam, that internal Satnam. Keep the pressure pulling. You're doing beautiful. Keep going. Make sure you're keeping those thumbs up. Stay with it. Keep that stretch. Feel that stretch in your back. And keep the hands. Make sure that the hands stay at the diaphragm. It's very easy for the hands to want to rise to the heart. Keep them at the base. We're working with one side of the adrenals here, building lots of heat. Now inhale, pull even deeper, squeeze the root lock, move that energy up the spine, and exhale as you release. Again, if there's any movement you need to make, stretching the legs or anything, just do that and come back to witness and just be present with that experience. Now we're going to work the other side of the adrenal glands. So we're going to do a very similar breath, but this time through the mouth in cannon breath style. So what that means is that our mouth is an O shape, and we're going to be moving air in and out. So there's hardly any movement in the cheeks. You're moving from the navel, and it's more of a powerful breath movement than it is a blowing. So as opposed to, okay? So here we go. Really bring it into the depth of your navel. Close the eyes, focus inward, keep the hands in Gyan Mudra. Satnam, Satnam, Satnam. Keep that mantra inward. Again, ladies, first 3 days of your menses, slow it down, take it nice and easy, yet still do that cannon breath style. So we're purposefully building that powerful breath that acts like a cannon through the mouth. Check your chin. Make sure that the chin is aligned. You're doing beautiful. Keep going. "20 seconds to go. You've got this. You're almost there. Stay with it." Now inhale, suspend the breath, close the mouth, Squeeze the root lock. Move that energy. Consolidate. Exhale, release. Again, just staying in stillness. Receiving the experience. Noticing how the body behaves. Beautiful. So we are going to now use the the mantra of Har. So once again, Har is a powerful movement of the navel, and you are flicking the tongue on the upper palate. It almost sounds like a D. Hud, hud, hud. You're just flicking that tongue. We're going to be using a powerful tantric Hud to be able to activate that rhythmic pulse of Hud. And we're going to do a posture where we're bringing the left arm across the lower back where the kidneys are, and the palm is facing down, and then the right hand is going to be straight out, and we're going to bring that palm up to 60 degrees. So if you think of 90 degrees, 60 degrees is just a little bit off that center, and we're going to powerfully use the mantra of Har with the eyes open and gazing straight out in front of you. So here we go. Ready? There's a little bit of an introduction here, and then we'll go powerfully into Har. Hud, 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 and inhale. Close the eyes, squeeze the root lock, capture the movement of the mantra, and exhale as you release. Once again, just resting in the presence of that experience, noticing how the body receives it. Now the next one is body drops. This is a style of body drop where ideally we're going to be in full lotus pose if that works for you. So full lotus pose, supporting that right knee, you bring that heel onto rest on the top of the left leg, and then you bring and you grasp, and you are now in full lotus. So in this way, you can actually lift the entire body. I like to do it in fists so that I can really let the body drop. And if this full lotus is not an option, you can do a half lotus, or you can sit in easy pose. The difference will be it's very difficult to lift the entire body up, so you will simply just do more this variation. We're stimulating the base of the spine. So once again, whichever way you go, find your way and be able to allow yourself to do the best that you can with this. I notice my ring is in the way. So here we go. Ready to do body drops. Have fun with it. Make sure that you keep that chin at a right angle to the body, and there's just enough action and then a release. The exhale is going to be natural. We're just going to allow the body to drop as you release the pressure. I didn't think of this, so I need to remove my rings. Keep going. You're doing beautiful. Doing great. Check your chin. Be gentle. You want to stimulate rather than harm. So if you have any injuries, if you have any issues, just really listen to your body and do just a little bit. Wherever you are is great. Keep those eyes focused at the third eye. And relax. You can go ahead and shake the legs out a little bit here and just take a moment to rest and notice how the body receives the experience. Now the next one is more of a subtle movement. So the right palm is going to be facing you, and then the left palm is going to be facing you, but from the outside. You're going to press the base of the right hand into the wrist of the left. And you're going to hold this in front of you so it comes out to around the diaphragm, heart center area. You're going to press into each other, pressing that right hand into the left as the left presses into the right. You're creating a lot of resistance. Your chin is at a right angle and your eyes are dropping down, gazing down into the hands as you hold this posture with nice, powerful, deep breaths. This is a very deep cleansing. We're just going to activate this deep cleansing here. The deeper the breath, the deeper the cleanse. So keep going. Again, you want to keep that neck lock applied. It's easy to want to drop your head down because your eyes are going down. It's only your eyes that are going down, and you want to keep that active tension throughout the entire time as you breathe deep. Inhale Sat, exhale Nam. Stay focused on the breath through the mantra. Doing beautiful. Final 20 seconds. Stay with it. Now, when you're ready, take a nice deep breath in. Close the eyes, squeeze the root lock, press deep, keep that pressure, and exhale. And again, as always, just make a small movement to release, resting in Gyan Mudra and just opening up to the experience. We are now moving into the navel realm. So we are going to be working with the navel. Our feet are out. We're rooted. We're extended through the heels. We're going to bring our thumbs to the base of the pinky, and then we're going to close our hands into fists, keeping those arms straight out in front. Actually, sorry, that's what I thought. Your thumbs are straight up. So your hands are in fists, your thumbs are straight up. We're going to extend the arms straight out. Your chin is at a right angle. You're rooted. We're going to inhale as we extend forward. Exhale as we reach back. Now you don't have to reach super back. It's more about propelling yourself from your navel so that you can keep yourself really nice and engaged. And remember, you want to keep the arms parallel to the floor, so you're stretching as opposed to going down and bending, and you're moving from your center so that your spine is straight either way. You're not slumping down. If you're slumping down, you're not on your sit bones. This is really important because otherwise you'll hurt your lower back. So we want to keep that upright posture, action, keep the chin at a right angle, inhale forward, exhale back. I like to think of this as a rowing machine. Who needs a rowing machine when they've got this posture, right? Find your edge. Be where you're really engaging that navel. Eyes are closed, focused inward. Keep that chin at a right angle and those arms parallel to the floor, engaging the navel throughout so that your lower back stays safe. Relax the shoulders, stretch through the wrists, the fists. Really keep that energy of the structure to support you through the movement. And inhale, center. Stay in the posture. Squeeze the root block. Exhale and release. Again, making any movement you make, come onto your backs. Stretch it out there, rock side to side, and then come into corpse pose for just a moment before we continue. And that's a good moment. So our next one is going to be pelvic lifts. So you're going to stay on your back. You're going to bend your knees. And if you are able to, you're going to grasp your ankles. Now, your feet are ideally close to your buttocks when you're grasping your ankles. This is creating a fulcrum to keep your knees safe. If you're unable to grasp your ankles, I want to encourage you to keep your feet under your knees so that when you rise, you're not putting pressure on the knees in the way that they're not designed, because you can really hurt your knees. So because we're holding in this fulcrum, our knees are not getting impacted. But if you do it the other way, you do. So please mind what you need. We're going to inhale as we rise, exhale as we bring it down, and complete the movement. Pressing through the feet to lift the pelvis up to the sky, and exhale it down. It's easier to want to preempt the rise by not completing the exhale. Really want to invite you to complete your exhale and feel your body complete the movement. Ideally, with any of these movements, you always want to make sure your feet are under the knees. Sometimes I see people that have their knees spread out and are out and their feet somewhere else. The thing about that is you're not supporting the anatomy of your knees in relationship with the feet. Your knees are not meant to carry weight in that way. You need to be aligned to keep your knees healthy and well. Remember, you're always pressing down to rise. The rise is in response to the connection to the floor below you. Now, take your next breath all the way up. Stay there. Exhale, release. Hug the knees in again. Stretch it out. And you can stay here hugging the knees, or you can go back into corpse pose for a brief moment as we allow the body to integrate that experience. Taking a nice breath in. Exhale as you hug knees to the chest. Wrap your arms around. Bring the chin to the chest as you rock forward and back or side to side if that's going to work best for you. Coming all the way forward on your next breath. we're going to come into a modified cat and cow pose. So how is it modified? Well, it's the one where we're bringing the legs. So we're going to have a 3-legged stool. We're going to extend the left leg and start the left leg. And make sure that your hip is relatively straight as opposed to lifting the leg up. So you're really keeping that movement. Inhale and exhale. And that's all we're going to be doing. So go ahead and begin. Feel yourself grounded and rooted through those 3 points of connection. Find your stability within the instability. And imagine that energy stretching through the toe and the top of the toes and the top of the head so that you're completing the movement. Doing beautiful. Keep going. Final 30 seconds. You're doing great. Stay with it. Inhale. Exhale. Bring it down. Stretch it out for a second there. Just take a moment here to relax. Rest the forehead and just stretch it out for a moment. And then slowly come back up, and we're going to prepare to do it again. So coming into tabletop for the next one, and again just doing the same thing with the other leg. Here we go. Begin.
on Satnam. Doing beautiful. Final 30 seconds. You've got this. Keep going. Inhale. Exhale. And release. Make any movement you need to make. And just come into baby pose, whatever variation of baby pose you need, or any movement to come into stillness. We've only got 2 more. You're doing great. So this next one is intended to stimulate a very specific part of the body. So you might need a modification. So the instructions are to bring our elbows in front of our knees, with the palms together and the thumbs straight up. You're going to be lifting your chin through the whole movement. And what you want to do is when you extend forward, you're inhaling forward and you're exhaling back, but you keep the chin up. So a thing that I discovered inside of this is that you really need to find your place. So what you want to feel is you want to feel kind of like pressure in the lower back area where the kidneys are. That's kind of the area that you want to influence. So when I do it closer to my knees, I don't feel that. So I actually found that I need to be a little bit farther away for me to really feel it there. So find that place where you can feel a little bit more pressure in this area as opposed to the upper area, and then that'll be your sweet spot. So we're going to inhale forward and exhale back, and that's all we're going to be doing. Again, the key is to keep the chin lifted throughout the entire movement. Here we go. Eyes are closed, focused inward. And you want to get to that place where you're feeling a little bit of pressure. It doesn't have to be extreme. It's just pressuring that area. Your weight is going to be on your forearms when you're inhaling, and then you're just exhaling back to the starting point. Your elbows are in front of the knees so that they're not super wide, but then that also depends on your anatomy, I think. So just allow yourself to find that place of experience. Close your eyes, focus inward at the brow point, and keep going. Make sure that your thumb stays straight up. A lot of times I see people that their thumbs slowly come down. You really want to keep that extension of the thumb, keep the palms pressing into each other. And now inhale over. Exhale as you release once again. Just resting. Finding that stillness, allowing the body to receive the experience. And with your next breath, wherever you are, hands towards the knees as you press down to gently roll up. We're going to come on our backs and we're going to end with back rolls. So, coming onto your back, hugging knees in, wrapping arms around or under. Sometimes that helps people. Remember to keep the chin to the chest so that you can keep the heaviest part of your body supporting the movement rather than whiplashing back and forth. You'll find that back rolls happen easier when you keep the heaviest part of your body, which is your head, forward by tucking the chin to the chest. You might find that sometimes you travel with this, so just know that that's normal. As you get better, you might stay more aligned on your mat. When I first started, I would roll around the entire room. And now inhale, coming forward. Stay there for a moment. And exhale as you release. So at this point, I would like to invite you to drink some water. Hydrate yourself nicely before the relaxation. And make any adjustments you need to make to really allow yourself to deeply relax here. Again, we're going to be here at least, I think I'm going to do 11 minutes. And just giving yourself permission to really let go.
This is the place where you really reap the benefits of what you've done, and the more you can support your body to deeply relax, like putting a pillow under your knees or eye pillows, is really helpful. So go ahead and come onto your backs and just know that everything you needed to do has been done. Really open up to the opportunity for your body to receive back as you let go, relax, and receive the beauty of all that you've done today. Closing your eyes, softening the body, allowing the body to melt into the floor. And just feeling the weight of life dissolving as you give up everything and open to receive. please take a nice deep breath in as you gently bring your awareness back into your body. And exhale. With your eyes closed, wiggle fingers and toes. Rotate wrists and ankles in one direction, then in the other. Taking a nice deep breath as you stretch arms over the head along the floor. Stretching, moving, reaching. Exhale. Rub palms over the heart. Feet up in the air as you rub soles of the feet and palms briskly and vigorously. Feet to the earth as you palm the eyes, preparing the eyes for the light by opening eyes inside of the palms. With the two palms still together, slowly releasing palms, extending arms and legs for a cat stretch as you bring the right knee in over to the left, breathing long and deep. Reversing on your next breath. Hugging both knees to the chest when you're ready. Stretch it in, rock side to side, and if it works for you, chin to the chest for forward and back. And coming all the way forward on your next breath. So my apologies if you weren't able to hear me very well earlier on. I realized that my microphone was unplugged. So I hope I will review the recording and make sure that all is well. So let's just come back to center, this place of stillness within you. To take a moment to acknowledge you, acknowledge your practice, acknowledge the space that you create for yourself, and taking a moment of gratitude for your body, for your breath, for the experience. Rubbing palms as we bring ourselves back into our hearts. Taking a nice deep breath in and exhale. And we're going to close with a long Satnam inhale. Satnam. May the long-time sun shine upon you, all love surround you, and the pure light within you guide your way on. Satnam, and thank you for being here. I hope you enjoy this Kriya. Until next time, Satnam.